Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm super excited to share with you guys today a really glowy, dewy, luminous sort of foundation situation. I've been wearing a lot of glowy, dewy foundations recently, and I figured I would share with you how I like to get that look since some of you have been asking. So let's just get on into it. So I've already hydrated my skin, and it's super important to make sure that your skin is really properly prepped before applying the foundation. So make sure you apply any eye creams or moisturizers or any sort of dry oils and allow them to really set into the skin so that your skin is properly prepped. And I'm going to start with the Touch in Sol No Pore Problem Primer. So I'm just going to take about 2 pumps of that on the hand, kind of warm it up between my fingers, and I sort of press the areas that I want to focus on. So really my T-zone, my cheek area where I have a lot of sort of enlarged pores. And this primer has sort of a very silicone-y texture, so it's very smoothing. It's very similar to like the Benefit Professional or the Smashbox primer if you're familiar. So if you don't like a super silicone-y primers, you may not love this one, but I like the way that it kind of smooths out my skin and leaves my skin super even. So once that is applied, I'll go ahead and take 2 foundations, which is my sort of secret to dewy skin. Since I have combo skin, I like to use a really dewy, luminous foundation. So today I'm going to use the Josie Maran Vibrancy foundation, and I'm in the shade Supernatural. And I like to mix it with sort of a full coverage matte foundation, because that I can focus sort of in my oily areas to make sure that I get the longevity that I like. So I'm just going to go ahead and shake these up a little bit. The Maybelline Superstay foundation, and I'm in the shade 112 Natural Ivory. So I'm going to kind of dot this on my skin, focusing mostly in the areas where I get oily. So a little bit of the forehead, the chin, the nose, and then a little bit on the cheek so I get the coverage that I want. And then I'm going to take the Vibrancy foundation and sort of press that into the skin as well. I'm almost out of this guy, so I'm going to smooth this all over the face. Focusing on the sort of dewy parts of the face. And I'm going to take a damp beauty blender and just go ahead and start pouncing this into the skin. And it's super important to pounce, gently like press in the foundation to your skin instead of sort of sweeping it, because you're not going to get the coverage. It's just going to essentially wipe away the product. And I like to start on my cheek area because that's where I tend to have the most redness and imperfections, if you will. So I like to gently press that in and allow the foundation to have time to sink in. And make sure you always sort of blend this down your chin and a little bit down your neck so you don't have any harsh lines. And I already filled in my brows, so I'm going to be a little bit careful when I am blending in this foundation. And if I'm in a hurry, I'll usually just take the excess foundation that's already on the Beauty Blender sponge and just sort of dab it on my eyelids to conceal the discoloration that you can see. If you can see, like, my eyelids are a little bit darker than the rest of my face as of now. But today, since I'm doing full glam glowy, I'm going to go ahead and go in with some concealer once this is all blended in. And you can see sort of the and then for concealer, I'm going to go ahead and take the Maybelline Angel Lined concealer, and I have the shade Fair. Had the brightening one, and I think it's a little bit lighter than the Fair shade. Granted, it has some sort of peachy undertone to really Brighten. I think it's a little bit lighter, so I might repurchase that one again, since I feel like this doesn't get me too bright underneath the under eyes, but it's a good natural everyday concealer. So I'm going to go ahead and gently pat this in underneath the eyes, and I like to look up and start from the outer edge and sort of blend my way in and then back around. I just like to do that because I feel like it settles into my under eye area really smoothly without overdoing any product. And then I also like to just take this on my eyelid, the excess products, and even that out as well. And then blend the concealer that we put on our forehead. I'll take excess down the bridge of my nose and on my chin. And before we go on to the rest of the face, I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye area with the Coty Airspun translucent powder. I'm not going to bake because I find that is too matte and gives sort of an unnatural effect, so I'm just dabbing some product and then tapping off the excess and gently pressing that into the skin. And I'll go dip some more of my beauty blender back into the cap to get some more product and gently set the eyelid. And I like to set my under eyes as soon as I put concealer on because I don't want it to crease or settle into any fine lines. And I'm just going to go ahead and press some translucent powder wherever I applied some concealer. I also like to take a little bit of extra powder and sort of gently press onto my forehead, as that's where I get super oily throughout the day. And then just a little bit in the T-zones because we don't want to mattify it too much since we're going for a really glowy, dewy look today. And then on to highlighter, which is probably my favorite step of applying my makeup. I'm gonna be showing you guys the new Mega Glow Halo Glow from Wet n Wild. This is in the shade 304A. Halo Goodbye. Super cute. I love this highlighter, but I have found it's a little bit tricky to use. So it comes in this little doe foot applicator, which is super nice because you would think it's super precise to apply, but I don't like when I apply it directly to my skin. I find that it's a little bit patchy and uneven and kind of hard to blend. So what I've been doing is taking some of the highlighter and just dabbing it on the end of my beauty blender and going in and gently pressing that into the skin. And so I applied the highlighter just on the high points of my cheek. I bring it down a little bit, as well as I like to apply it around the brow just for like a halo. See what I did there? A little glow. I'm going to do the same on the other side as well. And a little bit of this does go a very long way. But I love to layer my highlighters so that I get a super dewy effect but doesn't look so fake and powdery. I'm also going to take this on the Cupid's bow, a little bit on the tip of the nose, and blend that out, and a little bit in the center of the forehead. Now if you just want a really subtle soft glow, this will do it for you, but if you're extra in love a super dewy highlight, I would definitely recommend layering. I'm going to take the Colourpop WISP powder highlighter. So I'm just going to take this Colourpop highlighter and just place this over and gently sort of tap where we put that Wet n Wild. And the Wet n Wild highlighter is a little bit of a pinky undertone, and this is a very cool neutral champagne tone, so the two complement each other really well. I think it's super important to make sure that you're layering the appropriate undertones so that you get a sort of nice natural finish. So I kind of just like to take my ring finger, swirl and dab, and then blend. And if you want to get super fancy, what you can do is spray your brush with a little bit of makeup setting spray. And take that damp brush and go into your highlighter and highlight. This I like to do just like on the very high points because it's super blinding, so I don't like to take this all over, but the excess I'll kind of gently dab. Now onto some blush. I'm gonna use NARS Madly blush. This is an oldie but a goodie. It's almost like a neutral rosy peach sort of tone. It's very natural and goes with basically any look, which I really love. If you do a really smoky eye, you can wear this. If you just want to look put together but you didn't try very hard, this one's also really pretty. I'm gonna skip contouring and bronzing today because I just feel like keeping it neutral and super easy, so I'm just going to curl my lashes. I'm going to start with the L'Oreal Lash Paradise in Blackest Black. You guys know I love this mascara if you've been following my blog at all. I can't get enough of it. I already went through one tube of it and have a backup stored, so I'm a big fan. It just, one coat looks super natural, but you can build it. But I love to layer my mascara, so I like to use this one as my base because it gives me really good volume without making them really clumpy, which I hate voluminous mascaras that like make your lashes look like spidery. Ugh, I hate that look. And then to top that all off, I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Total Temptation mascara and just coat the lashes again. And this you can really build up to your intensity. If you want to throw lashes on, you totally could. I just can't justify putting lashes on since my lashes are pretty long and I'm not really wearing any eyeliner or any eyeshadow, so I just want to keep it super simple. And I'll probably throw on a bold lip today just to pull it all together. I'm also going to take this on the lower lash line. So for lips today, I'm going to finish this look with the Pat McGrath's lipstick. This guy is Pink Ultraness. It's the Luxe Trance lipstick. It's amazing. It's the most beautiful sort of fuchsia berry tone, which you guys know I can't get enough of. So I'm not going to line my lips today. I'm just going to apply this directly from the lipstick bullet. I mean, that is one freaking swipe. Is that like real life? It's so gorgeous. And then I'm going to take some Milani Make It Last setting spray. I love this stuff. I'm going to just Alright guys, here's the final look. What do you think? I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new. I'd love to hear what products you guys are loving, so comment down below. Make sure you follow my channel and subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked this video and would like to see some more tutorials. Comment below if there's anything in particular you want to see. If you don't already, make sure to follow me on Instagram. My handle is also Glam by Ashley D. Thanks so much for watching. Can't wait to see you in my next video. Bye, loves.